2 concrete silos for the storage of clinker with a combined capacity of 120,000 tons. There is a flat shade dedicated to the storage of fertilizer with a capacity of 40,000 tons. It has 4 divided chambers to accommodate different grades of fertilizer. The terminal also has another flat shade that has the flexibility of storing fertilizer or clinker at a capacity of 25,000 tons. Fertilizer can be loaded to trucks for delivery to our customers in the form of bags or bulk. The site has 4 loading points for the loading of clinker into trucks in bulk. Terminal B is connected to the SGR loading point via 2 dedicated conveyor belt systems to load both bulk fertilizer and bulk clinker to the new standard gauge railway wagons. The entire system for handling and storing cargo has been designed to accommodate a wide range of other dry bulk cargo such as gypsum or iron ore. Terminal C is located at Embakasi, Nairobi. Is dedicated to receiving bulk cereals and storing it closer to our customers. GPHL's standard gauge railway siding was built to accommodate an entire train that consists of 46 wagons carrying a total of 3,000 tons. It has an offloading pit for receiving the cargo and conveying it at a rate of 600 tons per hour to the storage terminal. There are 134,000 tons. Site C has 2 loading points for bulk and there are 2 loading points for bags. The terminal has the flexibility to receive cargo by bulk trucks and in future can load the railway wagons for transportation of locally grown cereals such as maize back down to Mombasa. We thank you for watching this virtual tour of our terminals.
Next, I would like to invite the Governor Nairobi County, Honorable Johnson Sakaja, to make his remarks, and then after that, invite the CS. Welcome.
Thank you. Asante sana. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Excellency Musalia Mudavadi, Ministers Present, Cabinet Secretary Linturi and Mvurya, Members of Parliament, our Party Secretary General Cleophas Malala, fellow hustler, Chairman Mohamed Jafar, ladies and gentlemen, good morning everyone. Your Excellency, as Governor of Nairobi, it is indeed a great pleasure to recognize your presence in the county and this facility. Karibu sana Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, grain is now a very contentious issue in the Republic of Kenya, and it has never not been. The historically minded amongst us will remember that the African agitation for independence was motivated in part by the cost of maize and of the colonial government's taxation of it. But the special intensity of the issue now is simple to explain. Kenyans can see and feel the cost of their staples, the maize that feeds the families and fuels their work and study, rising out of reach. However hard they work, the price of the most basic commodity, the basic element of a family's basket of goods, is no longer affordable for most. And that is the basic problem. That is a problem we, all of us leaders and business leaders here today, must solve. It's easy to say, it is hard to do. But we can start to cut costs simply by getting better, more efficient at moving and storing grain. That means less waste and less spoilage. It means each shilling buys more. And it means we respect the struggle of ordinary Kenyans who sweat for everything they earn. Efficiency is even more important for those of us in towns and cities like Nairobi, which can't grow grain and so depend on the effective logistics to feed their families. Your Excellency, we always say Nairobi ni shamba ya mawe. So this facility really, we're the biggest beneficiary of such a facility. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I am very glad to join in today's commissioning of the grain bulk handlers terminal here in Embakasi. It makes possible new efficiencies in the movement and the handling of grain, especially for Nairobi and for outlying towns and cities. And that, we can hope, will cut the cost of grain to ordinary Kenyans. I must thank grain bulk handlers for the work they've done here, for the history, for the work you've done in this country, and as well as the national government, without whose help this would not have been possible. And the investors, whose generosity and trust we owe this success. Asanteni nyote. But they should not have to bear the burden alone. Just as the chairman has said, if we are going to permanently lower the price of grain for Kenyans, we need more investments of this kind. We need more corporate players to participate in the work that His Excellency the President is doing, the work of bringing hustlers and bringing the ordinary Kenyans to the fore of our economic experience. So if you have expertise in grain handling, just like Mzee Jafar, sorry I'm calling you Mheshimiwa, we welcome you. We welcome you to Nairobi. Come, let us sit, let us reason together. Your Excellency, on top of these efforts, because we know the clamor for the lowering of the price of food commodities has been out there, the clincher is what you're actually doing. The price of maize, the price of grains is not lowered at the store. It is not lowered at the supermarkets. It is lowered at the farm. And we are very happy, Your Excellency, because your interventions will begin and have begun to bear fruit. The reduction of the cost of inputs, the reduction of the cost of fertilizer. We know already there have been lowering of these prices, and we know in the days and months to come, Kenyans will have reason to rejoice. But many of us in this room should ask ourselves a question, and that is why I'm very happy with the remarks about how Mheshimiwa Jafar started with 20,000 shillings. Many of you, except for the President, don't even know the price of flour. It is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You may not know the price, but you know that when you get into a supermarket, you'll afford it. That is the security we want to give Kenyans. That is not about the movement of 2 shillings or 5 shillings, but the knowledge that when I get in there, I will be able to buy that bag of maize and feed my family. That is the security that our President is reaching towards. It remains, Your Excellency, only for us to assure you and to assure the investors here and the business people that the county government of Nairobi is ready to help in any way we can to make this facility and others like this more efficient and up and running as quickly as possible, and to keep it running, not just for the good of Nairobi, but for the good of this country. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Congratulations, Mheshimiwa Jafar, Mzee Jafar. I have listened to the advice you have given me, and I promise you I will stick to it. Your Excellency, it's now my pleasure to invite the Cabinet Secretary, my good friend, Senator. We still call him Senator. Once you get that title, he doesn't go. Even I am Senator Sakaja. So Senator Mithika Lunturi, karibu sana, so that you can also...
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, my good friend, Governor Nairobi, Chairman Green Bulk Handlers, and the dignitaries present. Good morning. I will be very brief. Your Excellency, allow me, with a lot of humility, thank the chairman of Green Bulk Handlers for such a wonderful and great idea of establishing this facility here in Nairobi. I want to say that I'm one of the people that are happy to be a beneficiary of use of this particular facility, because all the grains coming into the country are easily discharged from Mombasa and transported to Nairobi, which makes it very easy for the grain users in Nairobi to access that green within very short time. So I really thank you. Number two, I also want to say that other than the use and the faster transportation of the green to Nairobi, this facility also gives us some bit of relief in terms of lessening the load on our roads, where most of the lorries that would have spent very many hours and very heavy axle loads would have really destroyed our roads. With this facility, then it means our roads can be able to stay longer. So really, I really appreciate this initiative. Your Excellency, let me say that on behalf of the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Greenback Handlers, with its sister company, Greenback Industries, is a team that is committed, that has really supported the ministry, and especially your cause in bringing the cost of food down, because I know, and I have discussed with them, and out of the people that have been able to bring and mill flour so that it's accessible in our supermarkets at a price lower, the 170, one of the people that have really supported us in this cause is Greenback and his associated companies. So on behalf of the people of Kenya, we really appreciate the support that you are giving the President of the Republic of Kenya in bringing down the cost of food. Your Excellency, because you're here and I do not want to take much of your time, let me say that I am happy and we will continue working together to ensure the best and the very best for the good of this country, and the such private investors that are coming in this country require the necessary support. So with these few remarks, let me invite the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, to make his brief remarks, and then invite the Deputy President. Karibu, Mheshimiwa Mudavadi.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, my colleagues in government, and my good friend Jaffa and your entire team, your family, and the Greenback handling team. Congratulations. Congratulations for this milestone achievement that we have had the privilege of touring. Your Excellency, I first met Mr. Jaffa in the 90s when I was at the Treasury through a good friend, the late Matthias Kea. He's the one who introduced me to Jaffa. And I can say without blinking that Jaffa had a dream. He translated it into a plan, and it is now a reality. It is not easy to have this kind of investment, and we've been using some phrases. I've been using a phrase lately saying that to turn the economy around is not instant coffee. It's not like brewing instant coffee. And I want to repeat exactly that. That to invest the way Jaffa has and to turn around the economy, it takes planning, it takes commitment, it takes time, it takes resilience. Then you have what we have here. And that is the message that is within the Kenya Kwanza plan that the President has been talking about, that it is going to be a journey. It is not instant coffee. It is going to be a journey. Your Excellency, the confluence of the rail system with the air cargo aspect, which is just next door, positions Nairobi very strategically as a regional logistics hub. And this is something we should capitalize on, so that the advantage that all this confluence is bringing together can help in developing the economy and growing the entire region. And for this, clearly, we need to support the president so that we can have stability, we can have peace, and we can have the environment that is ideal for business to grow and to thrive. That is what we need. We shall not achieve that by when it is not time to dance the cannibal, like in Brazil. We must be clear that we need a very, very clear plan and a clear, stable nation. So, Jaffa, thank you for having confidence in this nation. Thank you for putting your money where your words are. That is very, very important for this country. Pongezi sana. And now, Mr. Deputy President, may I call you forward? The floor is yours so that you can make some remarks.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the CS Agriculture, Mr. Jaffa, the Chairman of Greenback Handlers Limited, and your management team, and all the people here present, good morning. Your Excellency, this is another milestone in our journey to attain food security for our country. Your Excellency, it's a good morning because it's been raining the whole night, and this has brought a great relief to the people of Kenya. We're coming out of a very difficult situation because of the effects of climate change. And Your Excellency, in our efforts to make sure that no Kenyan die from hunger, as we mobilize food across the world to make interventions for the people of Kenya, I must report to you, sir, that Greenback Handlers has been an important partner in this journey. Only last month I was in Mombasa at the facilities of Greenback Handlers to receive wheat from Russia and sorghum from the United States to help in mitigating the effects of drought. I therefore want to say, Chairman and your team, we are grateful as a government for the role that you have played in assisting us to clear food very quickly for Kenyans who would otherwise have starved. Your Excellency, I think it's important as we discuss matters grain to commend you for your leadership, that through prudent management and interventions, you have in record 7 months brought down the cost of unga from a staggering 230 shillings to 150 shillings. Congratulations, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, you never went to look for money to subsidize unga. The only input that has brought about this success of bringing down the cost of unga is good thinking and prudent management. And that is all that was required in this country. Your Excellency, the problem of Africa and the world is one of leadership.